Hi there, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We've got another Divi 5 video for here today. I've actually got a blog page here. These are all blog posts. If I click on any one of these, it's going to open up. I built this using an accordion and just the looper system. And of course, if you click on one of these, it'll take you to that particular blog post. Let's go back. Really easy to do. No coding involved in this today. A nice little interactive thing to have on your website. So let's get started. I've got this page open here. Let's just delete the whole lot and we'll start from scratch. So I've got a new page here, or of course you can insert this on any page. We're just using one section for it. As usual, Divi 5 puts in a new section, the blue tab there. Asks us to put in a row. I'm going to use a single flex column for mine. I'm going to use the accordion module. Now by default, it's going to put two little accordions in for us. Let's get rid of one of those. And we'll work on just the single one here. Now I'm going to go down, once I'm in my single accordion, make sure you're in the accordion item itself and not the accordion, because we just want to loop this particular item here. Once in your accordion, you can get to it by going to accordion, content and elements. And there it'll be. Make sure you click on that so it says accordion item. This is what we're going to loop. So still under content, I'm going to go down to loop. I'm going to switch it on. What do we want to loop? Well, posts is fine. You can loop pages, media or projects. Or if you've got WooCommerce installed, you can loop products too. I'm going to loop my posts. I'm going to leave all these other things blank here, because you can select specific posts with specific terms and categories and things like that. I'm going to have all of mine on this page. The only thing I'm really going to change is down here, past the order there, posts per page. I'm going to up that to about 30. Now, if you've got less than 10 posts, you don't need to change this at all. I've got about 30 or so, so I'm going to put mine at 30, so we've got actually more on the page here. And obviously, it doesn't look very good. It's just all the same thing. So any of these accordion items that you click on, we can edit and it'll do all of them. So under the content, let's roll back up to the top here. Now before I go any further, I'm going to explain for anybody that doesn't know what we're going to be doing next. I've created a bunch of posts on my WordPress site here. Here they are. Each of them has got a category. It's got a title. And if I hit edit on one of them, it's got a featured image and a little excerpt here. And you can add these to any of your posts or pages. Just click edit on the page and you'll find it on the right hand side here. So we're going to pull in that data to build our little accordion thing here. So if we go back, I'm in the item. I'm going to go under the text. I'm going to use dynamic content. Gray where it says title there. Hit the little hamburger. I want to use the post title. Watch what happens on the left. Let's put all our titles in there. For the content, let's apply this. For the content, I'm going to do the same thing down where it says body there. I'm going to hit the little hamburger or disk type icon. I'm going to loop that excerpt that I showed you. And it pops in that little excerpt right there. Now, just down below, we've got the link. Anytime they click on one of these when they're open, I want it to take them to that particular post. So the link just below, remember we're still in an item here. Again, I'm going to roll over, hit the little hamburger, loop link. Apply that. And anytime they click on one of these, it'll take them to that particular blog post. Perfect. Let's go down to background now. Well, I'm going to use the featured image as the background. So to do that, third tab across is the image. Remember I showed you the featured image on that page just now. Where it says background image here, I'm going to go across, same little icon. Loop featured image. Fantastic. But I can't really see enough of it. And what you want to remember when you're working with the accordion, the top one's going to be open. All these other ones are actually going to be closed if we view it on the front end. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. Let's just tidy this up a bit. I'm going to apply my images right there. Now I'm actually going to go to the content text here. So over in design, we've got the body text. And I want my images to be a bit deeper than that when they're open. So I'm going to go over here, new little feature just added to Divi 5, toggle options. I'm going to put spacing on it. Check spacing. So now when we go into our body text, and the body text is just our little excerpt that we've got right there. So if we go in there now and roll down, because I've checked spacing, we've got a spacing inside. I'm going to go to the padding. I'm going to say padding bottom. Let's use, well, try 30 vertical height, 30 VH. So it'll be 30% of whatever screen you're looking at it on. I think that looks about right. We could even have it a little bit more than that. And you can have it different sizes on different devices if you want to. Let's make it 40. To check it, just go up here. That's fine on tablet. When it's open, that's what it's going to be on mobile. Could take that down a bit on mobile and it would sort out the picture a bit. So padding bottom on mobile, let's take that down to 20 viewable height. That's a bit more like it. Now if we go back to desktop, I'm going to add a little gradient over here. I want to turn that writing white so we can see it a little bit better. But I'm going to put a little gradient just over the top half here so it makes it stand out at all times. So still in design, we're actually in the body text. So let's go out and make that white in color. Pick a color. White, that's perfect. And the title text just above it. Let's make that white in color also. Now we've got two. We've got an open and a closed title text color there. I'm going to make both of them white. Because I'm going to have a black background on there when it's closed. To do that, we've got a toggle right here. Open toggle background color. I'm going to leave that because we're just using the image and the gradient that I'm going to add in a moment. But when it's closed, I'm going to have it black. Now you can't see that at the moment. But if I save this and go to the front end. Let's preview on the front end. You'll see that's the closed state right there. So when it's closed like that, like the short ones here, I want it to be black. Let's go to the background now and add that gradient on the background here. Second tab crosses gradient. I'm going to hit add background gradient. I want to roll down a little bit because I want to place the gradient above background image. It's important we do that because we won't see it. Okay, obviously we can't see our picture now. So the green one, I'm going to make that transparent by bringing the opacity slider all the way down to the left there. And the blue one, I'm going to make that black. And I really only want the black bit down about this far. So I'm going to grab the transparent one, which is our green one here, by just clicking on it. I'm going to drag it up. So it's just covering that writing and we can see the image a little bit better there. Perfect. Now, of course, you can change your title and your text font if you want to over in design here. Title text. Choose whatever font you want down there, size. I'm going to leave mine on the default here. And we've got the body text down below. Again, you can choose color, align it how you want. Of course, we added spacing to ours. And just for a bit of interest, I chucked a little parallax image into the background. Let's do that. Blue tab for the section. As you can see, we're in the section. Content. Background always on the content. Let's throw that image back in there. It was that one. I'm going to use parallax. I'm going to use what they call CSS parallax. It's also fixed background, which means when we go up and down the page, it stays exactly where it is. Okay, well, let's save our changes and let's see what we've got. And we'll preview on the front end. And here we have it. There's our first one there that's going to be open at the top. Of course, we can roll down, click on any of these. It's going to open it up. Of course, when we click on it, it's going to take us to that particular post. If we go back again, there we have it. Really nice little interactive feature to have on your site. Really easy to do, as you can see. And just yet another way you can use a looper and create interesting and interactive blog pages. using this great new system that they've got now. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.